Well, I guess I lied. I thought I was done for the day. Good morning, folks. Victor Chambers here. Happy Friday. It is Friday, and I have somewhat of a busy day today. I'm coming from my first appointment, which was a walkthrough for a lot. So a piece of property that a client of mine wants to buy to build a house on in northern New Jersey. So I'm coming from that, and I'm heading to an appraisal of a property that another client of mine is buying. So my walkthrough was at 10. That lasted till about 10:30. 30 minutes for me to get back to my appraisal, which is at 11. So I have to meet with an appraiser. That should only take about 30 minutes. And then from there, I have a signing at 12. So this is just kind of one of the best and worst things about being an entrepreneur, is that you can really customize your schedule, and you have a lot of flexibility, to do even multiple businesses, like I'm currently doing as a real estate agent and notary loan signing agent. But you also don't necessarily have anyone looking over your shoulder and managing you. You have to manage yourself, which that's really not a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. So I have a appraisal at 11 and then a signing at 12. And then I think I'm going to be done for the day. Definitely not taking any more signings. Probably have a little bit of admin work to do at the house. I do have some showings tomorrow. So my birthday is actually on Monday. I didn't really want to work this weekend or do anything this weekend, but yeah, I'll probably do some showings tomorrow. Sunday, I'm definitely not doing anything but church, and then Monday, definitely taking the day off to just relax for my birthday. I always get in the car and want to talk about something. I think, a lot of people get into this business and or any business, and they get super excited, or they watch a couple YouTube videos or get in these groups and see people post screenshots of their notary gadget and how much money they're making. And many people that get into this business are not getting into it initially full-time right away. They're using it to supplement their current income. So either they're working a full-time job, a 9-to-5, or doing another business. Most people probably are working 9-to-5s and then starting this business. I see a lot of people talking about, oh, I want to quit, and go full-time in this business. And I think that's a great aspiration. I think it's a great aspiration to want to be an entrepreneur. I'm all for entrepreneurship. But my word of caution, or my word of warning or advice, would be to not quit your 9-to-5. Don't quit your day job. And I say that not because I don't think people can't be successful in this business. People definitely can. There's definitely a lot of opportunity. You'll see people say, well, if you want to, judge whether or not you can quit and whether you can make the amount of money you make your full-time, just take a week and look at all the notifications you get and all the money you miss from the signings you couldn't take. And, that'll be an indicator of whether you're ready to go, whether you can actually do this full-time. And I would even caution against that advice. I mean, I get it. I get the rationale. But one, just because you get 20 requests a day doesn't mean that you can actually accept 20 requests. And just because those 20 requests amount to, I don't know, $2,000, $100 each, doesn't mean that you can make $2,000 or even, a tenth of that. Frankly, I respond to a lot of requests that come in throughout the day, and I don't get a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them I do, but a lot of them I don't. So even if you were available to respond to requests because you have the time to, or because you aren't bound by a 9-to-5, it does not mean you'd be able to get all of those signings. So I would say if you're working a 9 to 5, even if it's a job you absolutely hate, obviously you're there for a reason and for a season, potentially, right? Embrace that 9 to 5. Embrace that experience. Embrace the distaste you have for being there, and use that as fuel for your exit. Use that as fuel to get you to the next place. Now, I'm not saying this because I haven't been there, or I'm not giving you advice that I haven't lived by, I haven't experienced. I'm actually going to shoot a video to talk a little bit more about my journey into entrepreneurship, because I worked on Wall Street for 13 years and I was making good money. And so I'm going to talk about that a little bit. But I think it's important, like, to not allow your emotions and the excitement of this business to misguide you. You know, one of the most powerful things that I heard someone say years ago is that your emotions are meant for you to enjoy life. They're not meant to guide you. Your emotions aren't meant to lead you. Many people will allow their emotions to, they'll use their emotions and ultimately make bad decisions. And quitting your 9 to 5 job, just because, you know, you're amped up, you're excited about a business, is not always smart. Now, I'm a big proponent of having faith, believing in yourself, believing in God, and doing what you're called to do, what you're purposed and destined to do. I firmly believe in that just as much as anybody. I'm a person of faith, right? But, you know, don't be dumb. And the thing is, you have to use wisdom. Don't try to walk through a door that you're not ready to walk through, right? You know, your gift and what you're called to do, it will make room for you. You know, and sometimes we're trying to force ourselves into opportunities that we are not mentally prepared for, that our character isn't prepared for, that our integrity isn't prepared for. And when you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. So being an entrepreneur requires a level of humility, and not being prideful to think that, you know, just because you have a skill set or just because you can, that you're ready to. Now, again, I'm not saying that don't pursue what you're called to do, and don't walk in faith, right? Faith in yourself, faith in God, right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's important to be smart and to be wise. Many people that are trying to quit their 9 to 5s really aren't ready to be entrepreneurs, aren't ready to be business owners, aren't ready to deal with, you know, a month where they don't make any money, right? Because they're used to that W-2, they're used to that check on the 1st and the 15th, but they're really not mentally prepared to navigate situations where you might not make any money, right? And the other thing about that is, you know, if you're single and you only have to worry about, you know, you, yourself, and you, that's one dynamic. And that is not saying that doesn't have its own challenges, but, you know, when you start talking about, you know, having a spouse and having kids and having people that depend on you, that presents a whole nother level of complexity that you have to think about, right? So, you know, this isn't one of those things that, you know, just being a business owner, and especially getting into the notary loan signing agent game, you know, I haven't been in it that long, but I have been, you know, a full-time entrepreneur for the last 2 years. It's not something to take lightly and to just jump into just because you got a little notary commission and you took a course and you watched a couple of YouTube videos. This is something you need to really strategize around and prepare for. So don't quit your 9-to-5. Don't quit it, you know, especially if you have benefits, health insurance, 401k, you know, all these things that sometimes are good with regard to, you know, having, you know, a 9-to-5, because when you get out there on your own, you're responsible to pay for all those things. And more than likely, they're going to be a lot more expensive. And so you have to account for those things as part of your costs, your cost of doing business. You have to pay yourself. You have to pay your health insurance, life insurance, dental, vision, all these things you gotta pay for. You know, as an entrepreneur, and so, you know, and leverage the people around you. Hopefully, you have people around you that are wise and smart and have experienced some things. Leverage these people to get advice from people that actually have a vested interest in your success. So that's my little soapbox for the day. Don't quit your 9-to-5. You know, use that frustration and all that pent up, you know, you angry at your boss or your manager. Use all of that to fuel your next move. Hope this video was of value to you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload brand new content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Well, I guess I lied. I thought I was done for the day, but got a call for direct signing, so want to knock that out.